You're listening to episode 351 of the Membership Geeks podcast, and today we're talking all about how you can use testimonials in your marketing to grow your membership.
You're listening to the Membership Geeks podcast, bringing you proven practical tips and advice from the leading experts on growing a successful membership business each and every week. And now here are your hosts, Mike Morrison and Callie Willows.
Well, hello there. Thanks so much for joining us on today's episode of the Membership Geeks podcast. I'm Mike Morrison, one of your hosts for the show, joined as always by the one and only Callie Willows.
Hello there.
Yeah, you were kind of chomping at the bit to let me introduce myself for once. I haven't quite gotten accustomed to having a call.
Yeah, we've not quite got that nailed yet, but it's all right.
Oh no, we've got it nailed. I'm perfectly happy with me being the one to do the intros.
That's fine then, so am I.
We all know that I like to talk. Anyway, today we are talking all about using testimonials to grow your membership. Testimonials are a fantastic source of social proof. You know what else is a great source of social proof for podcasts in particular?
What?
Reviews. Nice
segue there.
Yeah, nice shiny 5-star reviews. Speaking of reviews, if you happen to enjoy what we're doing here on the show, if you've been listening for a while, if we've helped you in any way, then we would so truly appreciate it if you could take just a moment of your time to leave a nice review. A nice one, please. We don't need nasty reviews, do we?
No, nice reviews only.
Yes. 5 shiny stars as well, hopefully. Is that too much to ask for?
Maybe a little.
You meant to say no.
No.
5 stars.
Well, obviously we're 5 stars.
Yeah, we've got to be, right? If you could just take a moment or two of your time to leave a nice review in whatever app, whatever platform it is you listen to your podcasts in, we would truly appreciate it. Not only does it let us know that we're doing a good job, lets us know that we're helping you in your membership journey, but it also helps us to reach other people and make more of an impact and help more and more of those of you in the membership space. So if you do have the opportunity to leave a review, be sure to give us a shout on social media. We are at Membership Geeks pretty much everywhere. Let us know you've left a review so we can thank you personally. We read them all individually and we appreciate each and every one of them. All right, that's enough shilling. That's enough begging, right? So let's get into today's show. Today we're talking all about using testimonials to grow your memberships. And testimonials can be fantastic tools in your marketing arsenal because of the social proof that they provide.
Yeah, demonstrating your ability to help others get fantastic results and having those people actually advocate for joining your membership will go much, much further than any marketing copy that you write yourself. And testimonials from happy, successful members are amongst the most effective types of social proof that there is. However, too often membership owners take a passive approach when it comes to getting and leveraging testimonials, waiting for members to provide them with feedback rather than proactively encouraging them to do so. So regular focus campaigns aimed at collecting member testimonials and most importantly, using them effectively will add a whole new level to your marketing of your membership.
Absolutely. So what actually makes for a good testimonial? What do these testimonials need to look like? Well, social proof is all about building trust, showing someone who might be considering joining your membership that they can put their full faith in you to help them reach their goals and achieve their desired outcomes. And proving that this is true by providing verifiable evidence in the form of that positive feedback that you've had from real people who've taken the leap and joined your membership. So in order to do that, a good testimonial needs to be trusted. And so that's our acronym, really, for what makes for a good testimonial. Trusted, T-R-U-S-T-E-D. And the T, the first T, stands for true. A good testimonial needs to be true. Don't make it up. Don't BS it. Don't even massage the truth. It might be tempting to inflate or even invent testimonials. You might have such confidence in what you can do for people and the results you could achieve for others that you don't see any harm in inventing or just, twisting the truth a little bit to present yourself in the best light. But any time in business, any time in marketing, you shouldn't ever even consider trying to hoodwink people into joining your membership. That won't end well. So that's the first thing that makes for a good testimonial. It needs to be true.
The second thing that makes for a great testimonial is that it needs to be recent. Things change, new trends emerge, old trends and tactics lose their effectiveness. So a good testimonial should demonstrate your ability to help people in the current environment. So make sure that if you are using old testimonials, that they're still relevant today as well, but focus on those recent new testimonials.
Absolutely, especially in the online space, things move so fast. So if you're still trying out testimonials from 10 to 15 years ago, that's not really the best reflection on you. Speaking of you, that's a segue.
That was.
We didn't even
Segue king.
We didn't
today.
even plan that one. The you in trusted is understandable. The content of your testimonial should be both relatable and relevant to your intended audience. They should be able to get it. They should understand what the person is speaking about in their feedback and how that applies to them and their journey. So your testimonial features somebody just like them, someone they can relate to who is in the situation that they're in now, who is facing similar challenges. They've overcome them. And so by seeing that testimonial, that person, that observer, that person thinking of joining your membership is seeing what is possible for them. You're showing them what's possible. So your testimonial needs to be understandable to the audience.
It also needs to be specific. So our S in our trusted acronym stands for specific. The more testimonials you collect, the less effective they'll be if they're generic, broad, and vague. Specificity creates variety and also improves the chances of striking a chord with your audience. So make sure you've got specific, varied testimonials in your mix.
Absolutely. The next T is transformational. People will join your membership because there's a specific result or outcome that they're seeking, a goal that they want to reach, a transformation they want to undergo. Great testimonials will demonstrate your ability to take someone from where they are now to where they want to be, to provide that transformation that people are so desperately seeking within your audience.
And you also want to make sure that you have evidence with your testimonial. Every testimonial you'll put out should be verifiable by your audience. That means attributing the feedback to its source, using their full real name, a photograph, business name, and website, whatever is relevant to your audience.
Absolutely. And finally, what makes for a good testimonial is that it is distinct. Don't just focus on collecting testimonials where people are talking about the same types of results or the same types of transformation or experiences that everyone else in your industry is talking about. Everyone in the world of weight loss is talking about the amount of weight they're helping people lose. Feature those more unusual stories, those less obvious benefits, the less obvious outcomes too. That provides that bit more variety, but it also ensures you're going to strike more chords with more people and you're going to stand out because your testimonials are distinct. So that good testimonial that you're seeking needs to be trusted, true, recent, understandable, specific, transformational, evidence-based, and distinct.
So we know what makes a good testimonial, but what format should your testimonial be in? So there's a variety of different ways that you can present testimonials to your audience. And perhaps the one we're most familiar with is written. So this is the easiest option for someone to provide and the easiest for you to set up processes for collection. However, written testimonials on their own can lack the impact of other formats. You'll want to collect a photo to use alongside the text if nothing else, but they don't have quite the same punch and gravitas as our other testimonial formats. Audio testimonials, on the other hand, are kind of a middle ground between video and written. Hearing the voice of a real person makes the testimonial more credible, but it does require a little more effort on the member's part and suitable tech. They can be transcribed to create a written version too, though. The most powerful testimonial type is a video testimonial. This is more effort for the member to create, so there's more friction and it could discourage people or mean that less people actually give you testimonials, but it's far more impactful as it puts a real human face to the words. It can be repurposed into both audio and written formats as well, so video really is king when it comes to your testimonials.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, whatever the format is, if you can get the testimonial from people, then that's valuable. So, if it's the difference between someone giving a written testimonial or giving no testimonial at all, then obviously you still want that testimonial in whatever form it comes. But if you have the sort of member base who will just put in that extra little bit of effort in order to provide their feedback, then video is the ideal format for that.
Yeah, and there's great tools that can make this even easier for both you and your audience. So Video Ask is a great way of collecting video testimonials, and Bonjoro have recently just rolled out their testimonials option as well, which is a great way not only of collecting those testimonials, but they have what they call the wall of love to display them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Video format gives you just the most amount of options because it encompasses the other formats. Your video can become audio, the audio can be transcribed to become written, so you get the best of all worlds. Now, how do you go about actually asking for testimonials? We mentioned at the beginning that this is something where membership owners tend to fall down. Tend to not proactively ask for the testimonial. We wait until someone offers up positive feedback rather than actually going out there and asking for it. So you need to start asking for it. Regularly reach out to your existing members via email inside your community, maybe sending them a little video message through a tool like Bonjoro, asking them how they're getting on, asking them how your membership has helped them, if they could give a little bit of feedback about how their situation has been changed or improved. You need to be doing this on a regular basis. And actually, you might want to consider adding an automated email into the series of emails that members will receive once they join your membership. We obviously advocate for having a great onboarding campaign for when a member first joins your membership, but that automated campaign can be extended. So you might have a series of emails set up to automatically go out over the first few weeks of someone's membership, but most email platforms now enable you to add in kind of like a pause period or wait period. So what you could do is have those initial onboarding emails go out over the first few weeks, and then you could schedule in an email asking for feedback, asking for testimonials that gets sent out 2 months, 3 months, however long it is after that initial onboarding sequence. So this can all be set up to be automated. So you know that as soon as someone hits the 3-month mark inside your membership, there is an automated email going out to them asking them to leave a little feedback, asking them to provide you with a testimonial. Something else that we're a big fan of is having a dedicated section of your community for members to share their successes and their wins. Now, if you're using a traditional forum, then this can be its own separate section where you maybe give people a few little hints or perhaps even a framework for making posts in that forum anytime they've got a win, a success, an achievement that they want to share. If you're using something like a Facebook group where you don't have those separate sections, then this could be a post every week or every 2 or 3 weeks where you encourage people to share their wins as comments on that post. Whichever format it takes, a place, a time for people to actually step forward and share those wins, big and small, is going to give you a lot of material that you can potentially take and turn into testimonials. Now, of course, you want to have a specific page on your website inside your membership with a contact form. So you can use a tool like Gravity Forms to set up somewhere where you can collect those testimonials. Of course, you want to link people to that page when you're sending them the emails, asking them for testimonials, but you can also have a link to it in your menu, have a link to it in various different places of your website. And every now and then, so at least once a year, you want to be conducting a focused testimonial drive where you are putting a bit more effort, you're making a bit more noise, you're asking a bit more of your community for them to give you those testimonials. So you're reaching out to people directly. You may be going through that wins section in your community, picking out some people who have shared particularly fantastic results and actually speaking to them privately and directly to talk about turning that into a testimonial or a case study or something like that. So it's really just about having a more proactive, more mindful approach to testimonials. Having places where people can submit both testimonials, but also just those little small wins that actually show what your membership is doing for them, and being on top of it. But of course, once you have those testimonials, you need to make sure that you're actually using them.
Yes, and when it comes to using testimonials, there's a variety of different options here. The most obvious is to add these testimonials to your sales page. Every sales page should incorporate social proof wherever possible, and testimonials from actual members are really a necessity. You can feature these liberally throughout your page without interrupting the flow of the rest of the content. If it's a written testimonial, then be sure to show a picture of the person it's from with their name and ideally the company name or website address to demonstrate that it's legit. And if it's a video or audio testimonial, then you can embed those directly on the page so that you're not having to send people anywhere. They can view those testimonials directly.
Absolutely. The next thing you want to make sure you're doing is adding in testimonials as an email to any sales campaigns you're emailing out to your list. Now, you likely already have a core sales sequence, a core email campaign in place, which is triggered when someone first signs up to your email list, where you're telling them about the membership, you're giving them that pitch, you're showing them how you can help them. Now, a key email in that campaign should center around 3 to 4 of your best member testimonials. This can make a great addition to your core sales sequence, and it gives an alternative approach, an alternative angle to the typical sales messaging that you often find within those campaigns, because this is about using other people's words. It's about what other people are saying about how great your membership is, as opposed to just more text from you talking about how great your membership is. And of course, if you are part of Membership Academy, we have an example of this type of email within the copy and paste email templates that we provide for you. So we have an entire core sales sequence pre-written for you to copy, paste, and adapt. And within that sequence is an email in which you'll be utilizing testimonials to show just what's possible inside your membership. So you need to make sure you have that email in your series.
Those email templates are gold dust.
The email templates are pure gold. If you haven't already used them and you are an Academy member, you need to make sure, we've kind of covered every possible email sequence or individual email you might ever need to send to your members, to your subscribers. Yeah, like that's, it's just, those alone are worth the price of admission, if we say so ourselves. So whether you use those templates or whether you're putting together your own, you want to make sure you've got testimonials as part of your core sales campaign that you're sending to email subscribers.
And as well as that, you want to create social media assets and share these regularly on whichever social channels you're using. The most popular social media channels all have an emphasis on content that's very visual. So for video testimonials, the visuals are right there in the testimonial itself, so you can start sharing those right away. And they also work brilliantly for the fact that many social platforms are video first these days. Written testimonials, though, can be turned into great-looking images, which you can post across all the main social media platforms as well. So make sure you're actually utilizing these testimonials in as many platforms as possible.
Absolutely. And, you know, even with said written testimonials, just the blurb itself isn't particularly visually appealing, but you can create a great template. It doesn't need to be a unique design for every testimonial. You can create a fantastic template that you slot that written quote into, and that makes for a brilliant visual that you can share on Instagram, Facebook, and all of that. You also should look at sharing screenshots in your social media stories. So your social sharing doesn't all have to be mega polished. It doesn't all have to have that really nice looking template that we just talked about. Raw, candid kind of screenshots can work very, very well, particularly within stories. So most social media platforms now include a stories feature where you share something and it goes away after 24 hours. We've all seen them in Instagram stories, TikTok has stories now, Facebook has stories, everything has stories. And because this content expires typically after 24 hours, it's more acceptable or even expected that content will be a little rougher around the edges. So you could simply take screenshots of people's entries into your testimonial form, of any nice emails people have sent you where they've shared a little bit about how you've helped, or even posts made inside your community in your wins section or the wins post that you make in your Facebook group. Social stories are the perfect place to share these kind of screenshots as social proof.
And you also want to use clips in your podcasts or video content as well. If you publish content that is video or audio based, like a podcast, regular Facebook live show, or a YouTube vlog, then it's even more beneficial to collect testimonials in a format appropriate to that content. If you have video testimonials, find a way to include them in the content you publish on YouTube. If you have audio, either originally provided as audio or taken from the videos, then start incorporating those into your podcast episodes too. It doesn't have to be in every episode or every show, but making an effort to dot these around your content schedule is worthwhile.
Definitely. And the key word in all this is effort. You will find if you just sit back and do nothing, you will get unsolicited positive feedback coming from your member base. You will get people emailing you testimonials or commenting on posts and taking the time to write something really nice about how your membership has helped them. But unless you have a strategic, proactive approach to both collecting and utilizing testimonials, then you're never going to be able to really tap in to just how powerful they can be in terms of social proof within your membership marketing flywheel. So hopefully today's episode has given you some solid pointers and a plan to follow for ensuring that you are proactively collecting testimonials, that the testimonials you're seeking are solid, they are trusted, and that you know how to use them effectively in your marketing. That's it from us for this week. Hopefully you found today's episode useful. We'll be back again next week with another installment of the Membership Geeks podcast. If you enjoyed this week's episode of the Membership Geeks podcast, we invite you to check out membershipacademy.com. Membership Academy is the original membership about memberships, and it's the essential resource for anyone at any stage of starting, growing, and running a successful online membership business. Whether you're still trying to figure out what your idea is going to be and you need some help making it a reality, or whether your website is already up and running and you're looking for ways to grow and attract new members, then Membership Academy can help you to get to the next level. Not only do you get access to our step-by-step membership roadmap, our extensive training library, and exclusive member-only discounts and tools, you'll also become part of our supportive, active community of membership owners that will help you along the way in your journey with feedback, encouragement, and advice. All of this and more make Membership Academy the #1 place to be for anyone looking to start, manage, and grow a successful membership business. Check it out and join the community at membershipacademy.com.